We're sinking.
Come down here and take a look at this.
Yeah. What do you know? I see. Oh, well, we got a souvenir. I've never seen anything like this. This is a first one for me. This is really, really, really interesting. Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're working on a typical Sea-Doo. Well, the customer almost sunk. He brought it to us. The funny thing is, why do Sea-Doo sink? Comment down below and let me know what you think. Yes, Sea-Doo requires a little bit more maintenance than the competition. And if you don't take care of those maintenance, it will sink. I'm being very nice. Because I like Sea-Doos. Sea-Doo has a great ride. It's the Cadillac of the sea. Yamaha is the kangaroo of the sea. Because they jump a lot. But obviously, you guys know Yamaha's got a little less maintenance than a Sea-Doo. I still like the comfort of the Sea-Doo. I don't know, that's my take on this. What do you guys think? Comment down below. I would love to hear all the Yamaha guys and all the Sea-Doo guys go at it. Let me know because I'm going to see what you guys think about it. All right, let's get on this. Pete, we got another, what do you call them, Pete?
Sink tube.
All right. Wow, it came with oil change. Oh, that's cool. All right. Well, let's dig into this, Pete, and see what we got. All right, first thing first, why did it take on water? Obviously, I see the carbon seal is original, and this is the part, Pete, that people don't take care of the stuff. And that's what I say, Sea-Doo requires a little bit more maintenance than everything else. Usually, a Sea-Doo on salt water, like here in South Florida, with no issues, it should last about 3 to 4 years. Now, if you up north and you're here in South Florida and you only do fresh water, then I seen Sea-Doo with no issue for like 5 to 6 years of nothing. No maintenance whatsoever. It's just oil change and spark plugs. I seen that. It's not impossible. It seems like Sea-Doos are allergic to salt water.
And running them out of the water, not on the hose.
Yes. When you run it on the hose, well, that's another thing. When you run it in the hose, you shouldn't run it more than 20 seconds. Forget about the manual says, because yes, you got water in your exhaust, but your carbon seal is dry and you're killing your carbon seal. That's my opinion. Hey,
That'll burn it up.
you guys let me know. Comment down below and let me know your experience with flushing a Sea-Doo. Because I always ask the customers when I see a good carbon seal and when I see a bad carbon seal. And you'll be surprised what they're doing. Let me know down below. Comment down below and let me know. Man, there's a lot of comments on this video. Ha! We'll see what happens. We're fixing the world here. We're fixing the Sea-Doo world. All right. So with my experience with these things is if the carbon seal is still there, either it's a hose that's broken or a clamp, which, you know, in salt water, they do break the clamps.
They look okay.
Or there's something more simple, motor mounts. Now, being that this is a 2020 and there's have been no maintenance, because I'm looking at the inner cooler and I'm gonna pretend like I didn't see that.
It's original.
Man, let me tell you, I bet you that inner cooler is probably leaking. Let's pretend we didn't see that. We lost all the paint. That's to go fast. Yeah, it's less weight, Pete. Less weight. There's no paint. That's kind of unique. Typical South Florida jet ski. Now, if we pull, Pete, why don't you pull on the motor on this side? Well,
that's
look at that. Well, that's a diagnostic right there. So
that's the problem.
There you go. That's a problem. That one is good, but that one here, Pete, do it again. Yeah, so that's exactly, if I have to guess, there's probably all the hoses are good, all the clamps are good, which we're gonna find out.
When he's riding it, the motor is doing that.
It's doing that, and
it opens up the carbon.
Yeah, and it also moves sideways, and now you have a gap. So that might be,
lets all the water in.
Yep. It's something simple like that. They need maintenance. All right, well, I think that's one problem. I don't like that. We got to see how many hours he got on it to see if this guy needs to be rebuilt. And we had to take this out anyway to change the carbon seal because I see a lot of rust. And And Pete, what happens with those carbon seal? We gotta cut everything
off.
off.
We don't want to talk about that. We don't want to talk about that.
Yes, the carbon seals are very stubborn, and if they don't really come out the way they're supposed to come out with a little tool and everything, we have to cut them off.
We have to improvise.
Yes, we have to improvise. Get the hammer.
Let's take this.
All right, well, let's dig in and see what we got. All right, when I tell you I know my Sea-Doos, I know my Sea-Doos. We took away this. And a sign, you see all the corrosion right there? You see all the corrosion right there? That's water. And if you look in there, you can see water, moisture, and look how rusty and crusty everything is. And if I go like this and it just, because I see the water, but you guys probably can't see it. There it is. That is nuts. So yes.
Look,
that thing is not good. Well, yeah, it's a mess. That's oil from the supercharger.
That's water.
So that tells me, well, yeah, because it's sunk, remember. But you see all that? Here, stick your finger in there. You see that? That's the supercharger.
That's Sea-Doo Caca. Sea-Doo Caca.
As you guys can tell, Pete is one of those.
Yamaha fan.
He's a Yamaha fan. But we're gonna convert him to Sea-Doo. He just doesn't know it. So yeah, we definitely need to take a look at this. No.
Why not?
Because why wouldn't I say that?
Sea-Doo Caca?
No.
That's not a bad word.
Why would you say Sea-Doo Caca?
Because they're crap.
They're not crap. No. Oh boy.
Yamaha all day.
No, yeah. Okay. That's why your back hurts.
No.
Yes.
Because that kangaroo.
He complains all the time his back hurts when he rides his Yamaha. Interesting, eh? But he still rides his Yamaha. Don't worry. We're gonna convert him into a Sea-Doo. Once he rides a Sea-Doo, he won't go back. Once you go Sea-Doo, you never come back. Do you know what I mean? Let's leave it on that.
The Sea-Doos ride good. You better bring a fishing pole for when you get stuck. You can do something.
So you can fish?
Yeah.
Okay, hey, that's a good idea. All right, let's go back to work. Definitely, this is looking like a big mess. So we need carbon seal. We need probably the supercharger rebuild. We'll probably have to mention to him that this thing already has the throttle body. It's gonna fail at one point because it has so much water in it. If he wants to replace it now, or if he wants to wait until leaves him stranded with his wife on the top, and his wife gets mad. But it will fail at one point because it has water. It's that I know that it's either gonna be probably gonna work for a little while, but then it's gonna fail. So we got supercharger, cabin seal, intercooler, do the maintenance on it, cut the spark plugs, oil change, and all the stuff. And then we have to look at.
Oh, look at that milkshake.
Oh, well, yeah. There you go.
Ah.
No, now we need a whole bunch of oil changes. It just keeps getting better and better. Well, that's because the intercooler's bad, and that proves it right there. Or when he sunk, water got in it.
One thing leads to another.
Exactly, Pete. One thing leads to another. Now, another thing is we took out the jet pump, and now we can even take the jet pump out because it's stuck. Sea-Doo life for you. So now we need to take the jet pump, and I bet you that jet pump is probably no good.
Well,
Things that make it go So let's take that out and see what we got. All right, we'll take the intake off.
oh, look at that.
Yeah, there's water. Well, obviously, we knew that it sunk. Oh, yeah, I see the water in there. All right, no problem. We know that. Now, the thing is, since one motor mount broke, it makes no sense to change one. Because the other ones are, halfway there. So we have to change all 3 motor mounts on this. And that should be interesting because, I got a feeling that the bolts are going to break.
Huh?
We'll see how many bolts are gonna break. That's the big question. We'll see how many we're gonna get. All right, and as you guys can see, look at the milkshake in there. That's crazy. We're gonna have to do a whole bunch of oil changes on this. So we got those right there. There's those 2 bolts are giving us a hard time. We're taking our time because I really don't want to break them. These 2 came out okay. I haven't even touched this 2 here. And then we took out the intercooler and look at this thing. It's nice and crusty. And the supercharger, see what we got here, Pete. As far as the supercharger goes, see what we got. Yeah, it has wear. You can tell this thing has a lot of arrows. I'm gonna recommend him to rebuild this supercharger. He probably needs a rebuild. let's keep working on this thing and see what we got. Hopefully we won't break any bolts. This one is, oh, look how it comes out. I going to tell him he needs to replace this guy, the bellow, and this bearing, because you see all the oil down there? It could be this guy. See what I mean? Yeah, and it's all rusty. We're here already. Might as well replace it. All right, P and I had a discussion. He told me I can save the carbon steel instead of cutting it. He spent 3 hours.
What?
3 hours trying to get this thing out. And then I told him, I say, even if you do take it out, the shaft is gonna be pitted. Say, no, it's not. No, it's not. We're cleaning.
Say that. You said it.
I say that.
And I said, okay. I just didn't want to cut it.
Because we don't waste time. He spent a whole bunch of time trying to get it out with heat and this and that and special stuff. All right, I prove you wrong. And here it is. If you guys look at this, this is completely pitted right there. If I put this back, it's just gonna shoot water to it and it's gonna keep pitting. And it doesn't work. If you want a good job, hey, listen, we are a shop. I'm not a backyard mechanic. If I do a job, this client expect this jet ski to be at 100%. Why would I put back something that I know is halfway there? It makes no sense. We put in a new shaft, new carbon seal, and it's warranty for another 4 years, 5 years. You start skimping on the parts and putting back parts that are not good or halfway there, and you're gonna regret it later. It's a little tip so you don't waste your money. Tell me, comment down below, let me know what you think about this situation, putting back an old shaft that is all pitted. Let me know.
I wouldn't.
Oh, you wouldn't put it back? And why we wasted so much time?
I just didn't
You were
wanna
trying
cut
to
it.
prove me wrong there, Pete.
No, I just didn't want to cut it. That's more work.
It takes you 5 minutes to cut it.
Where's,
Well, more than
where's
that.
the tool to cut it?
We gotta find it.
Yeah, that might take it out.
Maybe 20 minutes. All right, let's get back to work. All right, so here's the shaft that Pete saved. So now we got another problem. This is stuck in here. Let me see what it... Oh, yeah. This pump needs to be rebuilt. I can feel the bearing messed up. All right, so now we got to take this shaft off. Probably seized in there. That's going to be fun, Pete. Get the hammer. No, actually, we got to be creative because we want to reuse this housing. We don't want to mess it up or the prop. The prop looks like it's in good shape. I just got to restore it a little bit, put all those edges back on and check the pitch and make sure that it's good.
It'll come out.
So, oh yeah. Well,
This
try.
It's locked on
Yeah,
here.
I guess locked in here or...
Well, we can just cut that.
Yeah,
We're gonna put a new
it's
prop.
definitely not... All right, well, let's pull on it and see what we got. You see all the rust in there? That's not good. Because all the splines now are all rusty. And if we put this back, it's just going to wipe off all the splines. We'll see when we take it out, but I have a feeling he's going to need a new prop. We'll see.
This is a reminder to always grease your shaft. You don't want a dry shaft.
Hey, look at that. It's a she-shelf in there.
A she-shelf?
A she-shelf.
Sea-shelf.
A she-shelf. That's what she say. Huh. Interesting. Ah, look at that. What do you know? Ha! I see. Oh, well, we got a souvenir.
Yeah, polish
What do you
that.
know?
You can keep that.
Oh, yeah. It's stuff that gets stuck in your pump. We got one of these. Ha!
You got a phone call.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
It's for you.
I hear the ocean.
Oh, no kidding. It might be the air conditioner.
Try it.
Let me see.
What's up?
You're really enjoying this, huh? When it comes down to this thing, I can see all the splines are all messed up. Just like these. See, all the splines now, they're thinner. That's not gonna work. It's not gonna fly. We get a new dry shop, we're getting a new prop. This is not work. It's not gonna work out. All right, cool. Took out the motor mounts. Of course, we know that. They were all back. Look at this one. And then we come over here. The alignment is done. That's done. So that's a good accomplishment for the day. We took out, we replaced the motor mounts, and we aligned the motor. So that's pretty good since we're working in 200 million things at the same time. And we even have a new vise because, Pete, what happened to the other vise, Pete?
Well,
Show the people, explain to the people what happened to the other vise.
you see, what happened here was...
What happened, Pete?
It couldn't hold what I was trying to tighten.
Yeah? What were you trying to tighten?
This?
Oh, look at that. It's nice and crusty.
Yeah.
So now we have a new vise. Oh, yeah. We're going to have fun with that. Look at our new, what is it? Our new vise.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably around 100 years old. But you know what? These are the good ones. We put some
like that.
Yeah, we put this is a pig with lipstick.
Yeah.
A pig with lipsticks.
It just got rebuilt.
Yes. Yeah, we rebuilt it. We painted it. And it's rebuilt. Nice and beautiful. Thank you, Marketplace.
There's a little bit more of this rebuild kit over there.
Yeah. Yes. There's more of the rebuild kit over there.
You think that'll rebuild kit will fix
Oh
this one?
no! Yeah, we'll fix it, and then we'll put some silicone on it, and we sell it in Marketplace.
JP Weld.
Yeah. Why not? Right? It's perfect. All right, so let's get to work and see what else we are gonna find in that jet ski. All right, we get the supercharger back on. All the stock pipes and everything is back on. We are almost ready to go. I'm gonna build the jet pump now. And then we go from there. All right, we just rebuilt the whole thing. New 1318, new wiring. Should be ready to go. And our new, brand new, what do you call that thing? Vise.
Rebuilt vise.
Yeah, in the brand new rebuilt vise.
It's a Colombian.
Let's see the bottom. All right, nice and beautiful. All right, put it on this thing and let's see what we got. All right, so as you guys know, we got chocolate milk oil. You got to do a few oil changes on this baby. And we'll be ready to go. They took out the oil filter to check and see if we have any metal or anything. Everything is perfect. So this motor is pretty good. Put a new filter on it and we go from there. All right, this is ready to go test. I already change the oil 5 times on it. Starts right up. No check engine light, nothing. That's perfect. Gonna go to relay. Test it out, make sure everything is good, and then we'll give it back to the client. Man, what a beautiful day. The wind is perfect, it's not hot, not cold, just perfect. And I got a broken Sea-Doo. Ha! All right, so we got something new now. I started it up, everything is fine, except now, it's leaking water right there. I think the water box has a hole. It's the only thing I can think of because I stuck my hand under this rubber here and I couldn't feel anything and there's nothing else. Unless the hole is broken. I need to go back to the shop, take off the water box, see if it's the water box or if it's the hole that is cracked. I'm gonna show you guys when I put, I give it some gas, it's gonna get worse. It doesn't really increase, so I don't know. It seems to me like maybe it's the hole that is cracked because when I give it gas, it's still kind of the same water. Might be the hole that is cracked. Ha! Interesting. We'll see what happens. All right, let's take it for a spin really quick and see if everything we did is fine. I just want to know that since it's not getting any more water. So we got some major hole cracking here. Oh man, I gotta get back to the trailer really quick. I'm gonna show you guys. It's a lot of water coming. Officially sinking. Make it back. Woohoo! Well done. Spice up my afternoon. officially made it to the trailer. Alright, so there's definitely something going on here. Hey, at least the safety stuff is working, getting all the water out. But there's no water coming in, so... Alright, so just standing here, giving it like 3,000 RPM, it sucked all the water in. So, things that make you go, So definitely there's something going on in here. I think it's right there. That doesn't look good. Alright, well, let's go back to the shop and see. He might have some issues with the ski. Alright, Peter. This makes a heck of a video.
Yeah.
Sea-Doos always surprise us. Alright, so I was right. There is a hole right there on the bottom of the water box. But that's not our issue because that was way too much water. Yeah. We have another issue.
More issues.
So there's more issue. That's one. We solved that problem. But now...
we have to figure out the other leak.
Yeah. I went under the ski, I couldn't see any cracks. Sometimes they're hard to see. I'm going to take this hose off, because sometimes if this hose is split, that will cause it. We're gonna take this hose off, and then we're gonna take the resonator off, which I was telling Pete, it might be the resonator. So, let's take one thing at a time and let's see what happened. All right, so after I was peace down there, but I didn't want to take all that out, and I started looking and I saw a little crack through here. And if we go under,
come down here and take a look at this.
Yeah, it's right there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but oh, there's the crack. Yep, it goes from back here all the way over there. Yep, I told you.
It's a nice prop.
Yeah,
also a nice crack.
Brand new. All right, well, why can't we just stay here? Hey, this is why dogs like to lay on the floor.
It's nice and cool.
Yeah, it's nice and cool. Maybe we should work like this. Yeah.
Feels good on my back.
Oh yeah. All right, let's take a nap. I'll see you guys a little later. All right, so now we gotta take everything out. I already took the intercooler off. Take all this stuff off, pretty much everything. You guys gonna see how much of a work it is to fix this issue. Well, let's get it done. All right, so we're taking everything out. We took out the dry shaft, and I noticed one thing, perhaps for me. Look at that. The alignment is right in the middle, right in the center. That's pretty cool. That's why it's important to do the alignment. All right, well, let's keep taking stuff off. All right, let me tell you something. If there is one job that I despise, it's taking off the right blade. Let me tell you. And it's a unique job because these Sea-Doos are so weak that if you're not careful, you can break this tunnel. Now, the part that I despise is silicone. And the whole thing. Taking the right blade off, putting the right blade on, it's messy. You get it all over your fingernails. It's just a dirty job. And like I said, you gotta be careful not to crack more. So what do we got? We got the crack that starts right there. Now we can see it. And it goes somewhere in here. Now I thought it was going this way. I don't know yet. My fiberglass guy is very fancy. He has a lot of experience. To me, he's the best. And he has all these liquids and things and potions. Potions? Secret potions and spray that he spray on it, and he can see the crack. So he's gonna be able to see if there is more crack that I cannot see. So yeah, it's obvious it's a big crack. Everything is ready to go. And we'll take it to him Monday. Today's Friday. Woo! Let's go drink some tequila. And then we get it back. Probably at the middle of the week, and we keep going on this baby. Now, like I say, I despise this job. Now we gotta take all of this silicone off the right blade. Of course, the pump tube broke. That's normal. I don't even try to save them. Don't even try. They're cheap. They're like 30 to 50 bucks. I can deal with that. Then we go, this is it. I still gotta clean all that. I'm gonna leave that for Pete. give him something to do. I just cleaned just enough so my fiberglass guy can see it, so Antonio can see it. He's gonna work on this area here and right here. And Pete, of course, gonna take care of all the silicone. Maybe we let Pete install it and get his fingernails full of silicone. Alright, let's see what happened. Alright, we got the ski back from fiberglass. And as you guys can see, Antonio did a really good job on this. Well, hello there. How you doing? Pete is having fun, taking off all the silicone. Having fun, Pete? Huh?
It's too early.
Nice. It's too early? Oh man, you're doing a great job. See, that's wow. Pete, that's pretty good, man.
I got a little bit more to do.
Nice.
I'm done.
All right. Right place ready to go. We'll put some silicone on it and we'll install it. And we'll see what happens. As you guys see, toner's done. Putting everything back on. Putting the crusty supercharger back on. And then taking it back to the lake and see if we're going to have any more surprises.
What is it? Round what?
Round 2. Hopefully not 3. We'll see what happens. All right. We are officially done with this RXT. Next thing is I'm going to wait a few more days for the right plate to dry. The silicone on the right plate and the poncho. And then we are going to go test it and see if we get any surprises. Hopefully not. It's been here for way too long. We'll see what happens. All right, it's ready to go. We're going to go to the lake. We're going to go with this guy because he's rode the jet ski, like I say, one time and it was broken. When he bought it broken. You can say he got screwed. Yeah, you can say he got screwed. But he knows that. Now, after we change everything in the jet ski,
I should go fly.
we'll see what happened because he has no experience what 300 horsepower is really is. Let's go to the lake and get his reaction and let's see what happened. All right, so we here at the lake. We're gonna test this baby and we'll see what happens. Oh man, this ski is fast! That's crazy! Remember, this is a bone stock jet ski. Completely stock, just got doesn't even have an air filter in it. It's completely stock except for the 1380 and a fizzle intercooler. You see how quickly it got to 73? It wants to go faster. And then the GPS will limit it and then it went back to 70. That's 3 miles over. It gets the speed so fast that the GPS can't hold it. Can't stop it, and it goes all the way to 73. This ski, if we put just a scum, I got a feeling it's gonna go pretty fast. We'll see what happens. Well, I can have all the fun. I'm gonna let the owner have some fun. And let's get his reaction now that the jet ski is where it's supposed to be, because when he rode it, it wasn't going that fast. And he only rode this thing once. So he's gonna experience those 300 horsepower. No, ponte eso en la mano. Tienes que ponértelo.
¿Ese sonido más ahí?
No sé. No, algo pasó. Ven para acá. Alright guys, he went to get on it and something happened to the jet ski. Something went, it went just like that. And then tic-tac. That tic-tac, that famous tic-tac. I took the intake off and the supercharger seized. Now the ski has 136 hours. I wasn't too worried about the supercharger. Sea-Doo does say it needs to be rebuilt every 100 hours. I've seen jet skis with 200 hours with not rebuilt factory superchargers. There's a key factors in this. The ski is from 2020. Only has 136 hours, but it has the year 6 years old. I'm really curious to see what happened. I took off the intake and I tried to move the wheel and it's completely stuck. I'm gonna take it back to the shop and tomorrow we're gonna take it apart and see what happened.
Early the next morning.
Alright, so took off this thing, took off this pipe and nothing. I'm gonna take it off, it's still warm, and see what the damage is. Alright, took out the last bolt. Let's see what we got. Well, it's seized up, but everything is still here. That's good news for this client. We just gotta see what happened. Alright, got the supercharger out and I don't like what I see. Alright, so, as you guys can see, something foreign, it's not supposed to be here, came inside. And you see the damage right there. And you can see that it was right there and it went around. I don't like that. What's interesting is this is bone stock. Doesn't have an aftermarket filter. Got the, it has the plastic intake that goes all the way to the front. It's right here. It's connected to the airbox. This is all completely stock. So it's really interesting to see what the heck went into that supercharger. And what's crazy is we rode it. I rode it. It was fine. Things in Mexico. Well, let's take it apart and see what happened. All right. Let's see what we got. Gotta use the hammer. All right. Well, I've never seen anything like this. This is a first one for me. This is really, really, really interesting. Oh boy. All right, guys. Look at this damage. And look at that. And look at that. What in the world is this? Some type of bearing, and it was stuck in there. When I took it apart, it just fell off. It looks like it's aluminum. Let me see. Nope, it's steel. What in the world is this? Where did this come from? Comment down below. Let me know where you think this came from. I'm gonna go check one thing because I think there's something that looks like this that's in the ski. Comment down below and let me know what you think it is. Wow, I'm speechless. I've never seen anything like this. Very interesting. Alright, well, the good news is that there's no damage to the supercharger. Would I put this back? No. Because this was here, in my opinion, it could bend the shaft. So I wouldn't use anything from here except for the back housing. I just don't trust this shaft right now. To me, this is trash. Even though it's good, that's a lot of force in one side. So the shaft might be like this, I might vibrate, and this thing, is 30,000 plus RPMs. Not a good idea. Because I can just slap a front cover, a new wheel, and be done. But we don't do that here. Because then we just do it the right way. And in my opinion, that shaft could be compromised, and then you got bigger problems later. This is all trash. Forget about it. We got to figure out where this came from. Where did that come from? After a little bit of thinking, there's only one place where a ball similar to that is, and it's in here. Let's see what surprise we have in there. Let's take that apart and see what we get. Okay, we got one side. You gotta be careful because there's a little spring on the little ball and they love to come out. Oh my god, this thing is like... Okay, got one. Oh, I see the problem. Okay. There is no ball and no spring. That's really interesting. Alright, let me get another one of those. I'm going to show you guys what is supposed to be in there. We got the ball, the mysterious ball that was in the supercharger. And this is just a regular breeder from another jet ski. So I'm going to show you guys what is supposed to be in there. So we take this out. Take this one out. We take it out like this. And voila. You see, there's a spring. There's a spring and there's our ball. To me, They look like the same thing. Huh. Alright. Well, stuff like this doesn't happen to someone like me that has a shop. If this thing comes apart, I know if I'm going to put it back together, because the only way that this spring can come off is if it comes apart. I know that there's a little ball and there's a spring in there. So I'm not going to put it back with just the ball. If you put it back like that, the breather goes straight into the intake right in front of the supercharger. So this is really, really, really interesting. I mean, talk about bad luck. Buying just the wrong jet ski. Unbelievable. So this goes back together and it snaps together like that. And it doesn't come off. Now, very interesting. Let's go back to the ski. I'm going to show you guys the other side. This is it right here. This is the breather. Well, what's left of it. And it goes right here. Just like that. And that ball must have traveled through here. And this is the intake to the supercharger. What came first? The chicken or the egg? Or the egg or the chicken? I rode this jet ski after he got it back to me. And it was fine. Then I rode it again to test it, make sure everything was good. We put the back on. I rode it again, so to show you guys the 73 mile per hour, and everything was fine. Really interesting. So at some point, he just bought the ski and rode it one time, barely one time, and he almost sunk, and it because he bought a jet ski with a broken tunnel. I bet you 50-50 that the owner knew that the tunnel was broken, or maybe he didn't know. What do you think? What do you guys think? Maybe someone got it because it's really, if you're looking for something, this can come apart. It's very easy. If you don't know and you go like this, see how it comes off? Now, if I do that, I know there's a little spring, there's a ball, there's multiple parts to this. See how this comes apart? They must have lost, in my opinion, the spring. Is what holds that ball in there. When we got it to high speed, maybe the ball just came off. But man, let me tell you, it needs to go through that hole right there. It needs to go up and go in here. That's crazy. Just the amount of pressure that comes out of the engine. But you know what? What do you guys think? Sabotage? Bad luck? Oh man, what a disaster. Well, let's put a new breather on. Let's get a used supercharger for him because he's completely out of his budget by now. Let's get it back on the water. Let's see what happens. What would you guys do in this position? Would you put a brand new supercharger or would you put another used one? I think he wants a used one because, like I say, he's way off his budget. Probably gonna give him a used one, and if he wants a new one later after he gets some money, he can come back, we buy a brand new one and put it back on. What would you guys do? Ride it with an old supercharger for a while? Or just bite the bullet and buy a brand new one? Comment down below and let me know. And let me know what you think about this. And let me know if this happened to you in the past. Ha! Let's see what happened. You know, people make fun of Sea-Doos, that we work on Sea-Doos all the time, but look at this guy working his Kawasaki all the time. And his girlfriend looking at him. All the time. I don't think she's happy.
Very patient. Very patient.
Hey, I'm sure he'll get it running. Or he's gonna sleep on the couch.
Alright.
He's gonna go on it and let's see his reaction.
Ready?
Ready?
Let's get it.
Wait, you gotta go backwards. Guys, keep in mind, this is his second time on the Sea-Doo. We'll see, this should be good. There's our guy with a big smile. I see a big smile.
This is not the same ski about. Fucking thing is great, man.
Now you can feel the 300 horsepower.
Yeah,
It's fun, huh?
it's fun.
You were saying that you might come back because you wanted to do some little upgrade to get a little bit more speed.
I will come back. Definitely will come back.
Yeah, we were talking about just a scum and let it go where it wants to go, because right now it goes to 73 and it brings it down. So I think if you put just a scum, which is really cheap, and it's not a tune, it's nothing, I think you should be able to see 75, 76, and I think that's plenty for you.
There's only one way to find out.
Alrighty then, let's get it out. Talk to this guy. It's the end of this nightmare. You really bought a project and you learn a lot. Hey, you're gonna do your research, let's just say that, right? But you know what, like I told him, the motor is solid. He had to put a lot of money into it, but that's just the way it is when you buy a 5 to 4 year old jet ski. You have to put money in it, so make sure you get a good price. Or when you are looking at it, ask the owner, what have you done to the jet ski recently? What part have you changed? And that will give you a clue if you're doing a good purchase. Well guys, I hope you guys enjoy the video as much as this guy. He still got his smile on. And remember to comment, like, and subscribe, and tell all your friends about Calas World. And I'll see you guys on the next episode. Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Today we are working on a typical sink. What is it called? Sea-Doo. Yamaha is the dirt bike? What's something that jumps a lot? Oh, the Yamaha Sea-Doo. If there is one job that I despise, is that a word? Despise? Is that a word? Is there a job that I despise? I know it was close. Despise of spices. Because I'm hungry, I'm thinking about food. So I'm thinking space. Here, you want to grab it?
Yeah, I want to grab.
Wait, no, the other way.
That's really in there. Oh my god.
And he, alright, alright guys, I need to having a back here then. I hear you guys commenting down below. Ha! That's what I hear.